Okay. So Melissa, I'm really glad to be here and be able to do this. I'm really excited about this customer experience workshop we're doing. And I just want to take a moment and introduce you to some of the other people that may or may not know you, and just have you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Awesome, Dan. I'm so excited. I think so many times in Keller Williams, we take classes and we learn such great material, and then we don't do anything with it. So this was kind of your brainchild, and I'm excited to be part of it. So if you don't know me, I'm Melissa DiMaria. I am a single agent in the Tampa, Florida Market Center. I have been with Keller Williams and the Tampa Properties Office for 17 years. Current ALC, past ALC, I'm education chair in my ALC this year. And I was number 5 last year in units and in GCI in my market center of over 400 people. And about 90% of my business was repeat referral business. So the customer experience and having repeat business is really critical to what I do, and it should be critical to what you do. And so that's the reason that we're going to do the workshop, is so it can be for you too.
So in doing the workshop, so it's a little different from the class. In what ways do you think it'll be different from the class? And what do you think people will get out of this that they wouldn't get in the class?
I think with this, we're going to have some accountability, number one, to actually putting some systems and standards in your business. And we're going to do it together, and we're going to mastermind together. And one of the best ways to do that, the most effective ways to do it, and the best part of it is that you were actually going to do it. Okay. And not just go to class and say it was a great idea and then first, our material on a bookshelf.
So fantastic. So one of the deliverables coming out of the workshop is that people are going to actually have something tangible that they're going to be able to put into their business week after week with each session. Is that right?
Right. Yep, that's exactly right. We're going to decide as a group where we have a plan in place, and we're going to decide what are the steps that you need to put into your business to create a wow experience. And we're going to chunk it down so that it's not so overwhelming that by the time we're done, you've got a great system and you can just get to work.
And my understanding is that the Keller Williams kind of put together a customer experience lifecycle for sellers and for buyers. And that we're going to use that as a template to kind of guide us through. And it's broken down into, there are 10 different sections. And these sections are based on what clients want of us when they hire us as a listing agent, and what clients want of us when they hire us as a buyer's agent. And it just kind of talks about the life cycle from the beginning to the end of that process. Is that right?
That's exactly right. And there's 5 steps in creating a great and a wow customer experience. And so for every one of those steps, right, every part of the life cycle, we're going to work on that, right? How do we set expectations? How do we serve our clients? How do we survey our clients? How do we surpass their expectations? And then how do we sustain them? So every part of the life cycle each week, those are the things that we're going to be working on.
Okay. So if people want to learn more about the 5S system for providing an excellent customer experience, where can they go? I understand that we have tools in Keller Williams. It's a Keller Williams University class. They could probably go to Command, right, and find information there.
They can. Yep. Just search for the customer experience, and the materials there. So you can certainly go back and reference that, and just kind of get a head start. If you've never taken the class before, don't worry, because we're going to kind of walk you through the process. And so it doesn't matter. If you have, that's great, but we're going to definitely review it and learn about it and put it into action.
Okay. So generally speaking, since this is the first time we're doing something like this, what do you kind of envision the format being? And for someone that's kind of coming into this and maybe can't do every single week, what are they going to miss on the weeks that they can't do it, and why should they be here every week? What's kind of an overview of the format, and how do they catch up if they can't be here for a certain week?
Well, we're going to have the recording available. We are going to have a Facebook page available as a private group, so you're going to have material in there, and we're going to be able to add and share material in there. But each week we're going to go through a step, as you mentioned before, right? How do we set, survey, surpass, and sustain through every part of the life cycle? So if you miss a piece, you're going to have to go back and build that piece into your business. But so try and be here every week. But if you're not, the systems are going to be there, and we'll help you through it.
Okay, fantastic. Melissa, is there anything else that people should be mindful of or bring, or like when they come, how are they going to get the most out of every session? And what can they bring? What can they do to best prepare and make the most of the time? And how long do you think each session will be? I was thinking maybe 45 minutes to an hour, depending upon the flow of things. But what are your thoughts around?
I think that that's going to be the case too. I think the 45 minutes to an hour, definitely plan for that. And that's going to, I think, depend upon the input and the questions and how we want to work together in order to come out with some ideas. Mm-hmm. And I hope that that's what we get out of it, is a lot of brainstorming. Like, what are you doing that's really great? What do you want to add? Maybe someone else has a great idea for how to do that. Maybe we'll be sharing just how are you doing it? What are some of the tools that people are using in order to do that? What I find a lot of times, Dan, is that we're doing a little bit here and we're doing a little bit there, but we don't have this cohesive system that works together all the time. Mm-hmm. And I really do hope that with the workshop that everybody leaves with a system. Okay. Right?
Fantastic.
You don't have to think about that just works. So be prepared. You can go to your KW site, right? Look through the material if you have a minute, but most of all, be thinking about, why do people do business with me? Start to think about, what is it the value that I bring to the table that causes people to want to do business with me over and over and refer to me? Because we're going to go back to that a lot.
So, and I think that's going to be one of the first assignments we're going to have, is talking about the value proposition. Exactly. Why should someone hire you as opposed to doing it themselves or hiring someone else? Is that right?
That's exactly right. And don't be afraid of the value proposition.
Okay. All right. So, and we'll have like an outline or a template, a model that people can use to, create their own value proposition, and either do it right there in the class, or just take a week and get it done over the course of the next week, and maybe like help each other online through our Facebook Facebook group, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that people should know?
You know what, Dan, I'm super excited. I'm so grateful to you, because this is really his brainchild and I just get to be a part of it. But I really do think that with the market evolving and changing, right? These are the words that we're hearing, that creating that wow experience, creating that Ritz-Carlton experience for our clients is going to cause us to be able to grow our business no matter what happens.
Fantastic. Well, Melissa, I look forward to catching up with you. We start at 4:30 on Wednesdays through Zoom, and then we'll have the recording. I assume we'll get the recording on Facebook so that people can see it there if they need to, and just kind of roll from there. It's going to be fantastic. And right now, how many sessions do you think we're going to have? This initial session this Wednesday, and then I know the customer experience, the way it's broken down in the materials, at 10 weeks, like 10 topics in that. So do you think that'll be 10 weeks, or do you know yet?
I think that's the plan.
Okay.
So put it in your calendar for every Wednesday, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. And then we'll just chunk things down so that people can actually put something together without, eating the elephant one bite at a time.
Absolutely. It'll be a lot of fun.
Melissa, you're awesome. I really am looking forward to doing this with you and sharing with everyone else. And I'm looking forward to getting everyone's input and just coming up with something really tangible people can put in their business starting this week.
Me too.
All right. Thank you very much. And you have a great day. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.